Have you ever wondered how a single path could shape the destiny of nations, religions, and entire civilizations? For centuries, one such network of routes did just that, and at its very heart lay the land we now call Afghanistan. This wasn't just a place on the map, it was the crucial intersection, the vibrant, bustling crossroads of the ancient world. Today, we're journeying back in time to explore Afghanistan's pivotal role on the legendary Silk Road. Picture this: a vast, rugged landscape of soaring mountains and sweeping deserts. It might seem like an impassable barrier, but for ancient travelers, it was the only way. Afghanistan's unique geography, nestled between the mighty empires of Persia, India, China, and the nomadic steppes to the north, made it an unavoidable and essential hub for trade. It was the linchpin connecting east and west, a place where continents and cultures collided. If the Silk Road was the artery of the ancient world, Afghanistan was its beating heart. So what exactly was flowing through this heart? The name Silk Road gives a clue, of course. Caravans laden with lustrous Chinese silk, a fabric so precious it was worth its weight in gold, would traverse the treacherous mountain passes. But the traffic was far from one way. From the west came gold, silver, fine glassware, and wool. From India, exotic spices like cinnamon and pepper, precious cotton textiles, and fragrant perfumes made their way north and west. Afghanistan itself contributed its own treasures, the brilliant blue lapis lazuli from the mines of Badakhshan, coveted by Egyptian pharaohs, and powerful, swift horses that were the envy of armies across Asia. It was a global marketplace on the move, a constant stream of humanity and wealth. But the most profound cargo, carried along these dusty trails, wasn't something you could hold in your hand. It was ideas. As merchants, monks, and missionaries traveled, they brought their beliefs with them. Buddhism, originating in India, traveled through Afghanistan, leaving an indelible mark. The magnificent Buddhas of Bamiyan, tragically lost but never forgotten, stood for centuries as a testament to this incredible cultural exchange. Christianity, Zoroastrianism, and later Islam all found pathways through this land, each religion leaving layers of influence, creating a rich, complex tapestry of faith and philosophy that defined the region for 1,000 years. It was a marketplace not just of goods, but of gods and thoughts. This incredible flow of people and products gave rise to legendary cities, cosmopolitan centers of wealth and learning. Let's talk about Balkh, known as the mother of cities. Ancient and revered, it was a major center for Zoroastrianism, and later became a flourishing hub of Buddhist scholarship. Imagine its bustling markets, where you could hear dozens of languages spoken, where a Roman merchant might haggle with a Sogdian trader over the price of Chinese silk. Then there was Herat in the west, a gem of a city famed for its art, poetry, and magnificent architecture. It was a gateway to Persia, a place where artistic styles merged and new forms of creative expression were born. To the east, Kabul, protected by its mountain fortress, controlled key trade routes leading into the Indian subcontinent. And of course, Bamiyan, nestled in a breathtaking valley, was more than just a trading post. It was a spiritual sanctuary, its giant Buddhas watching over the caravans that passed below. These cities were the glittering jewels strung along the Afghan portion of the Silk Road. The people of Afghanistan weren't just passive bystanders in this grand exchange. They were master mediators, skilled diplomats, and savvy entrepreneurs. For centuries, local rulers and merchants expertly managed the flow of goods and information. They provided security for the caravans, maintained the roads and bridges, and built caravanserais, ancient roadside inns, where travelers could rest and replenish. They understood the delicate balance of power between the great empires and used their strategic position to their advantage, becoming indispensable middlemen. They connected the Roman world with the Han dynasty, the Parthian Empire with the Kushans. In doing so, they not only grew wealthy but also became a cosmopolitan people, fluent in the languages and customs of both East and West. So what happened? Why did this vibrant artery of global connection eventually fade? The decline of the Silk Road was a slow process. driven by several factors. The rise of maritime trade routes, which were often faster and could carry more goods, began to siphon off much of the long-distance traffic. Sea travel bypassed the arduous overland journey, and with it, the tolls and taxes collected by the Afghan kingdoms. Furthermore, political instability played a huge role. The collapse of great empires like the Tang dynasty in China and the Abbasid Caliphate in the Middle East disrupted the stability that had made long-distance trade possible. Regional conflicts and the rise of new powers shifted the geopolitical landscape. The Mongol invasions in the 13th century, while briefly unifying the route under one empire, ultimately caused immense destruction from which many of the great Silk Road cities never fully recovered. As the world's focus shifted from land to sea, Afghanistan, once the center of the world, found itself increasingly isolated. The caravans stopped coming, and the vibrant cities slowly fell into quiet obscurity. The legacy of the Silk Road, however, is woven into the very fabric of Afghanistan. It's visible in the diverse faces of its people, a testament to centuries of migration and intermingling. It's audible in the languages they speak and visible in the ruins of ancient cities and monasteries scattered across the landscape. The spirit of hospitality, of connecting disparate worlds, is a cultural echo of a time when Afghanistan was the bridge upon which the world met. Understanding this history is crucial. It reminds us that for most of its existence, Afghanistan was not a place of conflict, but a place of connection, a conduit for commerce, culture, and new ideas. It was a land of immense wealth, not just in gold and gems, but in knowledge and diversity. The story of the Silk Road is a powerful reminder of a different past, and perhaps a blueprint for a different future. It shows us a world where crossroads are not barriers, but opportunities for growth, understanding, and shared prosperity. Thank you so much for joining Hidden Afghanistan on this journey back in time. If you found this story of the Silk Road fascinating, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the incredible history that has shaped our world. See you next time.